Hello, everyone, and welcome to Harv's World. Everybody out there tonight, outstanding. Newell, Maryland, Matt McGiffin. I think I even saw Hunter in the house. I thought Hunter was mad at me. Who else we got? Kim, Peedle, Charles Stuffed. How's everybody doing? How you guys doing, man? Really happy to have you all here. We're starting off strong. Outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. Starting off strong, and all I'm doing is mowing. There's plenty more to come, though. Starting early today. I'm actually going to kick up my time just a little bit because there's crops in the field that I'd like to have ready before we're done, and plenty more to do. Because you all still want cows. I mean, I think you still want cows. Last I heard, you wanted cows on this farm, and that's where we're headed. But I have a shortfall. One thing I still need before I can get cows, and that would be silage. Hey, whatever you got, Peedle. And anybody who doesn't know, first of all, you should all be checking out Newell on Twitch. Was just watching him for a little while. What was that racing game? iRacing or something like that? It's like realistic racing, like it's a pure racing simulator. It was pretty outstanding, though. I was impressed. And also, Pick and Peedle here. He has started a YouTube channel also. He is a banjo and guitar player. He does bluegrass country type music, and he's just been recording songs. He takes requests. So if there's something you'd like to hear, he'll be happy to try to learn it and do a special video for you. And he's only 15 years old, and he can already play like the wind. So if you like country and bluegrass, he's definitely the guy to check out. And he knows his stuff. He's always in Discord talking about country music singers, gospel singers, and all of that stuff. Zeke and Streak. Hey, we have got, so you guys have a little bit of a special evening here because we've got two of the guys who are named on this map. When Kaz64 made the map, he named some of this stuff after guys that he knows. Newell and Zeke and Streak are two of them. Nice to have them in here watching. And I believe, yeah, Zeke's White and Creamy Dairy right down here. That's named after Zeke and Streak. He's responsible for your white and creamy, man. Totster12. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for dropping in. I feel like I should know that name for some reason. I think this might be somebody that Newell brought with him, but I appreciate you guys dropping by. Hopefully we'll have some fun. I mean, this is, my streams are more about just chatting with the folks who watch my videos, and this is the only time I really get to casual farm anymore. I can just play a farm, do what I want to do. I don't have to plan an episode or think about characters or storylines. I can just get on here and farm and talk to you fine folks, which is what I really enjoy doing, actually. That's one of the things with being a content creator who's not specifically a streamer. You don't always get a lot of opportunity to talk to the folks that enjoy your content. So this is where I take the opportunity to do that. And I've been trying to get more streams in during the week, but time just has not been on my side lately. Not on my side at all. Very nice, Kim. McDonald's for dinner. When I was a kid, my dad always let my sister pick where we ate for dinner because we didn't have a lot of money. And he knew that my sister would always say McDonald's. Every time. You could count on it like clockwork. No, you let your sister choose. McDonald's. You just knew it. So you're all just going to hang on a Saturday night. You're not going to get out. You're not, well, you know, there's not much getting out these days, is there? Oh, pizza night. See, that was always my favorite. You could never have too much pizza. I think I might still be that way, honestly. Yeah, starting off strong with 8 viewers. So last week's Saturday night stream, we hit 26. The week before, it was 28. We still got to try to break that 30 mark one of these days. One of these days. Tell your friends, tell your family. Grab the stranger on the street and say, "Watch Harv's World." Yeah, welcome to my world, Tristan. I'm a homebody. I don't get out much by choice. I've heard that's good. I haven't had a chance to watch American Gods yet, but I've heard it's really good. I saw Hunter in here a little bit ago. Hunter, you still watching, man? Oh, bacon pizza with onions. Bacon and onion pizza. That's the best. Not Canadian bacon, which is really just ham in disguise. Sharko must be on a date with his girlfriend tonight. He's almost always here. And Marilyn, I saw Marilyn in the house. Outstanding to see you here, dear. What's a Harv's World video or stream without Marilyn, let me tell you. And big announcement, well, kind of a big announcement. Yeah, it's a milestone. It's another milestone, but about 15 minutes before the stream started, Harv's World hit 800 subscribers on the nose. So 800 in 7 months. We are doing exceptionally well, thanks to you guys. Thanks to each and every one of you. Because obviously, that wouldn't be happening if you all weren't watching. So I appreciate it. Oh, I'm just trying to keep up with you, Marilyn. You call me a sweet talker. Hey, thanks, Newell. Thank you very much. Totster, thank you. Much appreciated. You know, it's funny, you start getting close to that even number, you know, in the hundreds, and you're going, man, it's never going to get here. And yeah, literally just maybe 15 minutes before the stream I checked, and it was it had just rolled over. So thank you, everyone. Thank you very much. Yeah, I can do that Zeke and streak, yeah. Pepperoni, mushroom, and green pepper. That sounds like a good pizza to me. Although I have to admit, I'm a meat lovers kind of guy. Just slap all the meats on there and I'm good to go. Get your bacon, your sausage, your ham, your ground beef, pepperoni. Can never have too much pepperoni. All right, take care, Newell. Thanks, man. Yeah, my voice is going to be a little bit rough tonight for some reason. It has been this past week. I don't know why. If you've been watching the videos, I'm sure you've noticed. No, I don't live in Arizona. which is the newest state to legalize pot, I guess, from what I saw in the news today. And no, we won't be watching me mow grass all night. This is almost done. I just need to get some silage cooking, man. It's the one thing I don't have for cows. I don't have any silage yet. I've had grass in my bunkers for a while, but I was kind of waiting to build up more so I could get a good supply. Stuck in a tree. Kim, how do you get stuck in a tree? No, really, this is a story worth hearing. And Kim, remind me your real name again. I told you I'm bad with names and I wasn't going to remember, so was it Ralph? Sergio? Julio? Roger? Bill? Oh, I don't mind doing silage. Just kind of relaxing, actually, just driving back and forth. Brandon. I'll get it right one of these days, man. Besides, I've got a new toy I'm going to show you guys. Courtesy of Beck's Modding. And I'll bet the minute I break out the name Beck's, Zeke and Streak knows exactly what I'm talking about, because I know I've seen him lurking in her Discord quite a bit, I'm pretty sure. And it's the same modder who did my trailer for me. See, these are my TMR mixers. I put some TMR mixers in after the stream last week, and I've got them loaded up with hay, I've got them loaded up with straw, but I got no silage to put in there. Oh, Zeke, you're not kidding, man. I mean, not only is she a great modder, she's just a sweetheart of a person. Don't tell her I said that, because she'll probably be mad at me for ruining her reputation, but she really is. She does so much for everybody. That's more than one pedal. I've shouted out your channel. I shouted out Newell's channel. And for those of you who don't know, Zeke, honestly, we haven't had a chance to talk much at all. I think today's really the first day, but this is from Beck's right here. This is Beck's version of the Bunker Buster. And if you know what a milling machine is, this is like, this isn't even a milling machine on steroids. This is like the Godzilla, the King Kong of milling machines. It's ridiculous. No, I have not shouted out Kaz yet. I do need to do that and make sure everybody knows this is Almosta Farm by Kaz64. Oh, and there's Old Timer Dave, another one of Kaz's good buddies, and another person who's named on this map as well. All the guys are showing up tonight. Outstanding. Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate you being here. And with all of the drama that has taken place in the modding community this week, I would like to say, now Kaz makes some amazing maps. He's not the only one. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with current events, but Oxygen David has been having some issues, and it looks like he's undecided about what his future in modding is. But give it up for the modders, ladies and gentlemen, because frankly, they've taken a game that probably would have died 18 months ago and breathed real life into it, and frankly the modders are what make this game as great as it is. If we didn't have the modders, I think we'd all have gotten bored with this pretty quickly. So all I can say is thank God for the guys who put this hard work in, because it is very hard work. Takes hours and hours. It is very time consuming, and all they get is a little recognition from us, and that's all they're looking for. And maybe not even that. Maybe they're just doing it for their own enjoyment. Either way, show them some appreciation. If you see a mod channel, anything like that, just make sure you drop a message and go, thanks, man. I appreciate everything you've done for us. You give us this stuff and make our game that much more enjoyable. The modders are where this game is. Ah, good to know, Old Timer Dave. I knew you did. You did pretty much the live stream rollouts whenever Kaz releases a new map. I did pick up on that, but I wasn't exactly sure what your role is. But yeah, folks, support your modders. Honestly. I mean, the content creators. For me and my tiny little channel, all the way up to, Mr. Sealy P and, the big guys, DJ Goham, whoever you like to watch. None of us would have much to show if it wasn't for the modding community, because frankly, they give us many, many more tools to work with out here. Honey's the Beast, welcome to the stream. And yes, that's absolutely right. The modders are where it's at. The modders are FS19. Giants might provide the vehicle, but the modders are the heart and soul of it. And frankly, I think Giants needs to start appreciating that a little bit more, and that's all I'm going to say on that topic. But anyway, yeah, this is the Bunker Buster. And as you can see, it picks up like crazy. This isn't even a milling machine on steroids. Like I said, this is the King Kong of milling machines. This is the kind of stuff that Bex likes to do. Anything that will do a job bigger, badder, faster, and more. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to pay a lot closer attention to the new DLC than I did to Alpine. Because frankly, I think Alpine was pretty disappointing. And it's money that I spent that I don't think I'll ever use. That's just me. If you enjoy it, if it's your thing, as I always say, it's your game, play it your way. But me personally, I felt like it was a bit of a jip. I don't know. To be fair, I guess I should actually physically go play it, but just looking at it, it's like, meh. Four seasons in one day? Holy crap, dude. What was that about? And Peedle, you're getting a new guitar. Nice, buddy. Alright, let me go see if I can sneak this into the bunker silo. If I can stop hitting the G key. And last I heard, correct me if I'm wrong, Dave, but Kaz has one new map that he's working on, and then he's trying to get Rustic Acres ready for console, right? I'm pretty sure that's what he said. So the console players will eventually be able to get to play on one of Kaz's maps, which will be fantastic. I'm still kind of amazed at the 4 seasons in one day. How does that work out? Spring, summer, fall, and winter all on the same day. I mean, I can imagine it, but I don't want to. Holy crap, I've never done that before in my life. I think my chat is frozen, though. Yeah, my chat just decided to start catching up here, so I apologize, guys. Let me see where we're at. Kim's tummy isn't feeling good. Bex plays on a lot of big maps. Yeah, she does play a lot of big maps. Billy Zito, welcome to the stream, bud. I'm so glad you dropped in again. Looking forward to it. Plubsy Crispy. Nice to have you here, pal. Yeah, I mean, just dropping in and saying hello. That's outstanding. I wish you could stay, but I understand. We all got things we got to do. At least she didn't end up parking in a tree like Brandon did. I still don't know how that happened. That's a story worth hearing, and apparently we don't get to hear it. Well, I was kind of hoping Hunter would stick around because I kind of had something for him. So talking about, well, let me do this first. Let me get this silage cooking, and then we'll discuss that. The beast from the east. Wow. Hey, we're actually doing well on the like button tonight, too, as Pete'll just reminded me. We're already up to 10. Thank you, everyone. Thank you very, very much. It really does make a difference. Let's see if the Fent can handle this massive pile. Not doing bad. 361,000 liters. We'll have a lot more after this is done. Another reason to break out Beck's Bunker Buster. I'm going to high center myself here. Watch me. Yep, I told you. I may have gotten a little carried away. Alright, everyone look away from your screens. Don't pay attention. Okay, you can look again. Wow. I finally managed to drive that tractor off of that pile. Oh, you can keep the snow, man. Epic or otherwise. No snow for me. I don't want it. And it's not like I live in a place that doesn't get it, unfortunately. As far as I'm concerned, a half an inch of snow is epic. Just because I don't want to see it. No, actually, snow's very pretty. Unless you got to get out in it, drive it, shovel it, deal with it. You know, sometimes as a content creator, especially when you're making videos, and I'll tell you, when it comes to my videos, I try to be as honest and straightforward with them as I can. But there are times when you just have to manage, and easy development control goes a long way toward helping manage when you're trying to make a video. Jorge Nunez, hey, welcome to the stream, man. Oh, dude, that makes me really happy to hear that you're following the Ravenport walkthrough for beginners. That's been a big one, a real big one for a lot of people. It's gotten a lot of people started in this game, and I'm glad you're getting something out of it, man. That makes it all worthwhile. Just knowing that new people are enjoying the game. Kevin, outstanding. I'm starting to wonder about Karen, Kevin. I haven't seen her in a long time now. You're the one all of a sudden commenting on the videos. You're the one dropping in the streams. I don't see Karen. I'm starting to get a little suspicious, if I'm honest. Firewire dude, I just appreciate you being here. You take care of that new baby, man. That's your first priority. That's way more important than watching Harv drive back and forth over a pile of grass. But it's good to have you here. And Firewire has started up a YouTube channel also where he's doing farm sim. I believe that was on Blue Mountain Valley. I did take a look at that video. He's doing pretty well for just getting started. So you can check him out also. That's one thing we got to do, man. We got to support each other. Jorge, this is called Almosta Farm by Kaz64. It's not available on ModHub. You have to download it from Papa Smurf Modding. That's the website that Kaz puts his maps up on. No Man's Land, I have not actually played that map. Everybody loves it, though. They love the whole, it's very start from scratch. You start with very limited stuff and have to build up. And it's just open land that you can do with whatever. You got to make your own fields and the whole 9 yards. So that's what everybody loves about No Man's Land. And it's by Alien Jim, who is one of the great map makers for FS19. And if I had to rate map makers on FS19, just pick a top 5. Not in any order, but I would say Kaz, Alien Jim, Oxygen David, Lancy Boy, and the Farming Agency. Totally understand. Totally understand, honey. Dude, I'm going to call you Beast. Because calling you honey just isn't right. And saying honey's a beast every time Doesn't exactly roll off the tongue, if you know what I mean. Hunter, you're back. Hunter, I have something for you tonight. So you better hang around, man. As soon as I get all this grass smashed down. Nice, Tristan. Very cool. Yeah, I honestly don't know what the modders get out of it other than experience. Maybe it leads to, a game, working in the gaming industry, things like that, building their resume, portfolio, whatever they have. But they do amazing things. Amazing things. And there's so much more out there than what you can find on ModHub. Outstanding, Jorge. Outstanding. Thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate you being a part of Harv's World. Thank you. All right, take care, Beast. You have a good night, man. Get some rest. Well, Hunter, you got to stick around and see, man. You have to stick around and see. It's not going to be a tractor, I'll tell you that. But I was looking through my mods. There was something that I wanted that's going to help me out with silage. And it's right up your alley, buddy. It's not going to be a harvester. It's not going to be anything I can drive. It's going to be an implement. But you're just going to have to wait and see. Well, the more you have, the longer it takes to compact. If I only had 10,000 liters in here, I'd have been done 10 minutes ago. $30 cans of pop. I hope you're just kidding. Because I would have expected your head to explode if that were true. Well, Kim is from the Midwest, Petal. Pop is definitely a Midwest thing. A lot of places call it soda, and if you're from the Midwest, you call it pop. Yes, Hunter. Trust me, if there's one person on this planet who knows that you like John Deere, buddy, I'm that guy. I know exactly what you like, pal. I wonder if... No, it's just not enough room in here to get to a circular pattern. Oh, so it's actually George. I'm sorry. I genuinely thought I made an assumption. My bad. So, George, welcome to the stream, man. Well, we could just combine it and say soda pop. Cole, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. This is the boring part of the stream where Harv drives over grass for an eternity. Oh, now that I didn't know, Marilyn. It's called pop in the UK. See, the Midwestern United States and the United Kingdom have something in common. We like our pop. That's right, Zeke and Streak. There be Hoosiers here. I don't know what a Hoosier is. Oh, I'm doing great. Doing great. I enjoy the streams a lot, actually. Oh, George, this is a bunker silo, and you can put grass, or you can mow your crops and turn it into chaff. You put it in a bunker silo, and you have to compact it. And so I don't know if you can see, but in the upper left-hand corner of my screen, it says fill level, and then right below that, it's the compacting percentage. So you need to compact it to 100%. And once you do, you can cover it with plastic, and it will ferment and turn into something called silage. And it's a highly nutritious cattle feed, basically. And believe it or not, this is one of the things in the game that's pretty darn realistic. I've watched a real dairy farmer called 10th Generation Dairyman, and they make silage exactly the same way we do in the game. They usually chop corn, and I'm gonna start that process today. They usually chop corn and dump it in a thing like this, pack it down real tight with tractors, and turn it into silage. But for this, I'm using grass. In game, you can use grass. There's actually special headers that you can put on machines called forage harvesters that will pretty much mow any crop you have and turn it into chaff. And there's corn headers you can put on a forage harvester that will turn the corn into chaff. And that won't be happening this stream, but I'm definitely going to be moving in that direction because I'm probably going to need a lot of silage. Now, I don't know if anybody's keeping up on Pirates Bay Farm or Pineapple Bay, but if you're ever interested in playing the Pineapple Bay map, silage is the way to go because that map maker just made the price of silage crazy, which is doubly helpful to me because in my storyline, chemical fertilizers are illegal on the island, so I have to use natural fertilizer, and the only way to do that is to make digestate. And you'll learn all about this stuff, George. You can turn this silage into a biogas plant. It will process it to create energy. Will pay you for doing it, and then also produce what's called digestate, which is a form of natural fertilizer that you can then use to fertilize your crops. But it's not as efficient as chemical fertilizer, and it takes a lot more. So you have to produce a lot. Yeah, 10th Generation Dairyman, that's a good channel. If you haven't checked him out, I would. I mean, if you're into watching real life farming vids, 10th Generation Dairyman is definitely worth a look. Oh, there it is, almost 99%. Come on. There we go. Now I can just walk up here and put a blanket on this silo, and it's going to start fermenting. And that'll take probably the better part of a day. Hey, Surstis, glad to have you here, man. Yeah, you know, we've thrown that idea around quite a bit in Discord, you know, just people chatting back and forth, but the idea of a genuinely organic farm paying more. But you'd have to have special rules. I'm really surprised someone hasn't done a mod for organic farming, to be perfectly honest. And that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to go to the shop. Are you ready, Hunter? It's coming up, man. And, you know, personally, it's a storyline for me um, that I have to do organic farming on Pineapple Bay. But I know there are plenty of people out there who strongly believe in doing that kind of thing, and I'm sure would appreciate having the ability in FS19. In fact, there's such a European focus in FS19, I'm surprised Giants hasn't introduced it themselves. Nilin Bag, welcome to the stream, man. CPUYY. Oh yeah, this is the Fendt 1050, George. This is the Harv's World Special Tractor. Well, that's my favorite tractor. I am buying something from Dodgy Dave's, and I hope Dave treats me well, OTD. But I was looking at my planter mods, and I realized probably the best one that I have, at least one that I could grab quickly, was this. And I haven't used it before, so I'm interested to try it. This John Deere 30-row planter. And Hunter is a die-hard, insanely die-hard Hunter. Die-hard John Deere fan. We've had many disputes over John Deere, Hunter, and I. I don't care about wheel covers. What I do want, though, is the tracks. And I don't need any ridge markers because I have GPS already. Oh, I got the refuse tank. Plus the liquid fertilizer. See, old timer Dave here is trying to upsell me. Oh, and you know what? I have stored. I came all the way over here, and I had store delivery set to the farm, so I didn't even have to drive all the way over here. That planter is sitting in the middle of my farmyard right now. John Deere's not bad at all, George. Honestly. Oh, it'll flip over backwards. I almost want to take the refuse tank off now just to see that happen. Well, we're going to give it a shot. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but we're going to try it. Open the covers. Anyway, George, no, John Deere's not a bad brand. Really, every brand has their pros and cons. I think people just pick on John Deere maybe because they're oh, how do I want to put it? The guys who are best known. You know, they've got a big name, and a lot of people are really diehard. You know, if it's not John Deere, don't waste my time kind of thing. And, and so I'm sure people just like to talk smack about John Deere just to annoy other people. See, Hunter, you know, who was supposed to be here so he could see this because it was especially for him. Not really. It was the planter I wanted to buy, but since I have given him such a hard time about John Deere myself. Beetle. No, Fendt is the best. Well, since it won't even unfold, I'm not sure this thing is going to work. Like literally, I'm hitting the unfold button and it won't unfold. Dodgy Dave sold me a dodgy seeder, a dodgy planter. Oh, you have to lower it to get it to unfold. Oh, I just concede, Peedle. You win. Dueling banjos, you win. No, you literally have to lower it to get it to unfold. It wouldn't unfold until I lowered it. Now it will turn on. Let's see if the Fent can even manage this beast. There we go. So I don't know if you guys remember last week, but I harvested that cornfield. After I bought these fields and was getting ready to merge them, I harvested up all that corn. I meant to chop that corn for silage and forgot that's what I was going to do. So now I'm going to replant this whole new area with corn, and we're going to have some real silage. Oh yes, but that won't be today. It's just going to get planted today. And this was a good purchase. It made a good sized field, let me tell you. With a little bit of luck, we'll be harvesting carrots before this is over. I didn't even look at the horsepower requirement on this thing. You know, it's kind of funny actually. I spend so much time looking for new and unusual mods. Almost no, I don't hold a candle to Mouse. Mouse digs up some of some of the craziest mods I've never even seen or heard of. I was watching his live stream today, and he's got a tractor for every occasion, I swear. But you know, sometimes you gloss over the nice fancy ones because you're looking for old or unique or weird. Hunter, look buddy, you missed the purchase, but at least you get to see it running. You see what's on the side there? You're welcome. I know, I told you needed to stick around, man. But hey, here it is. It's not going anywhere. I'll be keeping it. I paid a lot of money for it. Although one thing on Kaz's maps, money isn't terribly hard to come by. Really, Hunter? Really? This isn't sufficient for you? You're going to be disappointed that it doesn't have a USA flag on it. Yes, they're in my heart. Or something. What are these other fields doing anyway? Are they ready yet? Oh, yep, they sure are. Carrots are ready. And the wheat is ready. And the only reason I planted wheat was so I could get the straw. Oh, that's just because you've only done Ravenport so far, George. Once you're done with my series, you'll be able to move up and do any size field you want. And you just have to learn the equipment. That's all. I've heard Oak Hill is good. And I have to tell you, I don't know if anybody's been following the Chellington Valley series I started this week. Started last Sunday. You guys saw the intro to it during the stream last week. But man, that map is truly a work of art. I mean, Oxygen David has gone above and beyond, and it's what's caused his how do I want to phrase that? His disillusionment with Giants. But it is spectacular, and I know it's not available on Mod Hub anymore. I hope a resolution comes because everybody needs to play it. You're probably an old school farm sim guy, aren't you, Dave? Like you were playing maybe, what, 15 and 17, stuff like that? Because there are guys like Bullet Bill who swear that 17 is still far better than 19 ever will be. But this is my very first foray into farm sim. I never played any of the other versions before. 19 is the first one. And I really feel like I missed out. But you're right, Dave. Ravenport is not a great map. Not a great map at all. But it's the map that Giant starts everybody out on. So I figured if I was going to do a beginner series, I would just do it where the game was telling them to go to begin with. One thing that I do that most people don't in their series, though, is I introduce people to mods right away. A lot of people would just focus on the base game, but I say, nope. Before you get started, this is what you need to do. Oh, so you're not an old school farm sim guy, huh? I was under the impression you were, but I was almost to the date 1 year after you, Dave. I started playing in April of 2020 and did my first video in the middle of June. Well, George, it also depends on your play style, and you'll learn that over time. A lot of guys want to play super realistic, so a multi-fruit silo like that wouldn't work for them, which is understandable. For me, I like the convenience of a one-stop shop where I can just dump everything and not have to worry about having a separate barn for hay bales and all of that stuff. So, there's something out there for everybody, regardless of what your tastes are in realism. This is not a bad planter. I would buy this again. I still don't know who Perrin is. I see his name all over everything, but in my travels through the FS19 communities, I haven't come across him yet. But I'm sure he's just as just as great as the rest of you have been. All right, Hunter. Take care, buddy. We'll catch you some other time. Kim, there is an FS20, but it's only for like mobile devices. The question people keep asking is there going to be an FS21? And the answer to that question, to my understanding, is no, there is not. Giants is going to keep focusing on 19 and DLC. I get the feeling they're going to kind of go in the same direction that the truck simulators have. Sharko, hey, no worries, man. Thanks for stopping in. Glad to have you here. You haven't missed much. Most of the time I was just driving across a bunker silo, and I picked up this John Deere seeder, or planter, because I'm planting my new field all in corn, just to make more silage. Otherwise, we're just having a good time here chatting with each other, which, as you know, is kind of the point of all this, at least for me. David Riviera, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, one of the things I like most about my channel is that I do kind of pay special attention to new players of the game, and I try to make it as inviting to them as possible, because the more people we can get interested in this, the more support the game is going to continue to get. That makes sense, Dave. I really hope they find a good physics engine. Because they certainly don't have one yet. My day's been really good. I'm actually ahead for a change, which almost never happens. So I've actually been able to kind of kick back and relax a little bit today. More than I usually do on any given day. Although I was still working on Farm Sim stuff, but just in a more relaxed manner than I normally do. But you never see your character, George. That's probably why they don't put more into the character creation, although I agree it would be nice to have more options. Especially for the content creators. I wish I could find some placeable people. I'd like to put some people into like my maps occasionally to kind of liven the place up. Yeah, maybe one of these days. One of these days, Brandon. That's not out of the question. But you are a very young man, and I am a very old man, so the circumstances would have to be just exactly the right way, especially with your parents, because I'm not going to suggest that, and I most certainly am not going to bring it up to anybody. But in this day and age, you can never be too careful. There was a pack of placeable characters, like a bunch of firemen and policemen, ambulance drivers, even victims of like accidents and stuff. And I installed it, but it would not work. And I don't know enough about modding to fix it, or what the problem might have been. Hey, I like Chuck E. Cheese. I can do Chuck E. Cheese. No problem with that. Now we got lots of Hoosiers in here. And at least one person from Ohio, and at least one person from Canada. And at least one person from the wonderful world of Oz. And if you don't know what Oz is, that's what the people who live there affectionately call Australia. Although I don't think there's a wizard. Fair enough, Dave. You do realize, Dave, there's somebody sitting out there going, when Dave gets to be my age, then he'll be old. Now we got Texas, Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is a beautiful state. Absolutely gorgeous over there. Rhode Island. Wow. Yep, that's where Dorothy went. I think she changed her name to Bex. 163. Nice. I was about to say I've also been to all 48 states, but that would have been a lie. I have not been to a few of the northeastern states anyway. I've never been up as far as Maine. I'm going to call Bex Dorothy now and then really confuse her. or, or get smacked. Next time I'm chatting with her, Billy, I'll try to remember to let her know. I want to say her Discord is fairly open. I don't think she stops anybody from coming in, so if you wanted to check out her Discord and say hi yourself, I'm sure you'd be welcome to. Yeah, I was about to say I've missed New Hampshire, but I have been to New Hampshire. Rhode Island might be one that is not on my list. Rhode Island, Vermont, and Maine, I think, are the three that I've missed. But I have been to Mexico and Canada. Although, what's the town in Mexico just south of San Diego? Tijuana. It's technically Mexico, but I don't think I'd go there after dark. Let's just say they don't have many qualms about what you get up to in Tijuana. Now, see, that's what I always say if I were going to take a cruise. I don't, the Caribbean would be nice and all, but my first choice would be an Alaskan cruise from out of Seattle up the coast. I think that would be just gorgeous. Along the coast of British Columbia and up into Canada would just be amazing. Exactly, Dave. And I was young and stupid enough to be there after dark. I didn't take any bus. We walked across the border, and we walked back. I don't even know what the red bus is, and I'm not sure knowing would be appropriate to my family-friendly audience here. Hey, corn is almost done. One little spot left over here, back down this way. Yeah, that's not a bad planter. I'd buy it again. Oh, absolutely, Dave. Don't ever do anything that would get you put in a Mexican jail. I've never been, but I've heard they are pretty rough places. I've never seen a piece of equipment that had to be lowered in order to fold. That is quite different. No. Huh. And now I suppose it must be carrot time. This is going to be a long, long, long carrot harvest. One of these days I'm going to have to do something about this stream here. Nope, since I've got store deliveries installed, I might as well take advantage of them. Hey, carrots are fine. At least it's not bloody clover. Ixnay on the overclay. Yeah, I guess I could build a log bridge. Oh, am I going to need clover for the animals no matter what? Is this not just traditional TMR? They're going to require special feed requirements. Dope. Even if I don't have Maize Plus installed, huh? Or maybe the map automatically installs it for you. Okay, well, I'll cross that bridge. I guess I should have saved all that clover instead of selling it. Cheeseburger from McDonald's. Not a quarter pounder. Not the Royale with cheese. Because you know, in France, they wouldn't know what a quarter pounder is. They use the metric system. You guys realize this is going to be a stupid amount of carrots, right? Like, a ridiculous amount. Well, unless I find out that cows mysteriously need carrots, these are getting sold. See, they were a very good saleable product on Old Timer's Farm before we installed Maize Plus. And once we installed Maize Plus, that changed everything. A bridge of carrots. That's what I could do. I could just fill up that water pit with grass, right? See if I can get to these before I crash. Yeah, carrots are paying 1,500 per 1,000 liters right now. And I've already got 55,000 liters of carrots. Money is a non-issue on this particular map, apparently. Well, at one point, Sharko, they were 68,000 on the dedicated server. Of course, we did find out that that was a glitch and didn't actually work. But it was pretty spectacular while it was happening. And it was pretty funny watching Caveman have to pay to get them to take his carrots. Oh yeah, third week in a row, $1 million stream. And this isn't even on easy economic difficulty or rapid plant growth or anything like that. What would have really been funny, Sharko, is if they had made him pay the full amount. If instead of paying him 68,000 per 1,000, they had billed him 68,000 per 1,000, that would have been classic. It was already classic, but that would have just put it right over the top. I guess I've been live for 78 minutes. I don't know, I'm not looking at the clock or anything. Yep, that's about right. I'm doing it wrong. Did you come back in late, Kim? Or Brandon? I'm still doing it wrong. Are we going to do the guess how many carrots Harv ends up with? Like we've been doing in the past with the red cabbage? So I'm at 105,000 liters already. Exactly, Marilyn. It was worth it. Yeah, at least this thing turned sharp. I should have just taken these trees out too when I was taking trees out. Now they're in my way. Outstanding. Poppies? Where'd you see poppies? Like on a real field or in on a game field? Because if you saw poppies on a field, somebody was on one of Kaz's maps. It's the only place I've ever seen them. Well, You're in the Hoosier state, so I know you didn't see poppies on a field for real, so it had to have been on a map, which means you were watching somebody play one of Kaz's maps. Had to have been. So we got 560,000 and 587,000, and very specific otherwise. Yes, Maryland loves the poppies. And you know, I want to show you guys this real quick because Kaz does such an amazing job with his textures. Look at that. These look like real carrots sticking out of the ground. Isn't that awesome? I was always very impressed with the crop texture on the carrots. Not that everything isn't fantastic, because it is, but I think texturing might just be one of Kaz's fortes. Like something he does better than just about anybody else. Hey, Shaming Man, how you doing, man? Thanks for stopping in. You know, I keep seeing you stream, and it's always like just when I'm just have to get up and go do something, and I'm like, I should stop and watch his stream, but I really need to get this done. And then by the time I get back, you're gone. I'm gonna catch up with you, man. I'm gonna get back on here and make sure I catch up with some of your stuff, though, bro. Do my best. Anybody who doesn't know, the Shaming Man also has a FS19 gaming channel, doing some great things over there, so check him out also. Oh, that would be gorgeous, Marilyn. You know, another one I'd like to say, I was just thinking about the Holland map. I think it's called Holland Chevelt or something like that. And they should have done tulips. You could do tulips in so many different colors. That would be fantastic. Yeah, we're all in the same boat there, man. If we could get somebody to do tulips as a crop, then we could break out our Tiny Tim. And then we could get Peedle to learn how to play the, oh, what was that called? That little instrument he used to play? I can't even believe I can't think of this right now. This is one of the signs you're getting older, when you start losing words for things. Somebody out there will fill me in, I know. Was it a ukulele? Was he playing a ukulele? I think that's right. Although, you know, it's possible not one of you even knows what I'm talking about. And don't think I've forgotten, Marilyn. You and I are going to have that chat one of these days. I'm pretty sure it was a ukulele. For those of you who don't know, back in the 60s and 70s, there was a unusual guy, to say the least. His name was Tiny Tim. And he would play a ukulele and sing in a very high-pitched and strange voice a song called Tiptoe Through the Tulips. That's right, Marilyn. Yes, yes, he was. He was a little bit crazy. And Sharko's moving up in the world and got a second desk. So what, you can get in your rolling chair and slide back and forth between them and play executive or something? No, actually, Sharko is mastering the art of 3D printing to the point where he's actually selling some of the stuff that he's making. So good on him. Oh, there were plenty of people who liked him in the U.S. also. Didn't he get married on the Johnny Carson show or something ridiculous like that? I think so. Well, we started off strong, but this stream is not quite what it has been in the past. Although it is starting to pick up just a little bit. Everybody out there who's just coming in, welcome. Welcome to Harv's World and Almosta Farm by Kaz64. I'm in the process of harvesting a ridiculous amount of carrots. Why? Because that's what the people asked for. And unlike 99% of the politicians in the world, I give the people what they ask for. Shaming Man, I think the entire wear system needs to be completely revamped. And if Giants wants to contact me, I can tell them exactly what they need to do with it. What would I like to see in a new FS? I want to see the physics improved. I want to see physics fixed so that little things like moving pallets and picking up logs don't turn into a nightmare. But yeah, if they're going to have hours on a vehicle, make those hours mean something. You know, at some point, you're either going to have to take your equipment in and have a complete rebuild on it, or you're going to have to replace it. So why do we have operating hours when they don't mean anything? Why do we have wear when all you have to do is take it into the shop and 30 seconds later it's gone? You know, you could put a penalty for wear. You can say, okay, your vehicle is out for the next 24, 48 in-game hours. Now, granted, you could just fast forward your way through that, but at least it would have some meaning. So either take it all the way and do it the right way, or just get rid of it, because right now it's pointless. other than to cost you a few bucks, and it's not even that expensive. On the flip side of that coin, I guess you could argue that whatever they do, modders are just going to supersede anyway with their own stuff to get around it. But Joe Mack from Dublin, Ireland. Outstanding. You know, you may be the first, at least known person from Ireland in the stream directly. Unless Shaming Man, I don't remember. I'm sorry. Are you UK, Ireland, Scotland? I can't remember, dude. Too many people to keep track of. They would, but at least it would be there so that if people wanted it, they could keep it. Oh, okay. Well, we've got two people from Ireland then. My apologies, Shaming Man. But welcome, welcome, folks from Ireland. That's outstanding. I love it when new countries come in. One night we had, oh gosh, we must have had at least 8 or 10 different countries representing all at the same time. I will remember that from now on. Since I've just made a fool out of myself over at Shaming Man, I will remember now that you're from Dublin. Another place that would be fantastic to visit. I need to do another afternoon stream one of these times because I've been doing most of them in the evenings, and Europe tends to get left out. And I do have a lot of fans from Europe, so I will have to make it up to them one of these days. Sharko is from Thunder Bay, Canada. Or as South Park would say, he is a flaphead. LG Kinetco, welcome to the stream. And yeah, Almosta Farm by Kaz64. Although I think you'd either figured that out or Matt had gotten you squared away on that one. Although at this point, this part of the map doesn't look anything like you start with, because I've done a lot of changing. I don't know, are we going to hit 500,000 liters? It's starting to look a little questionable. I don't even know what you're talking about, Matt. Although, you know, I do have a question, since we bring up names. Where does the name Shaming Man come from? Shaming Man. It's a curious name, and I've always wondered about it. Is there a story there? Yeah, Marilyn's been teaching me the ins and outs of the UK. Since, you know, I'm an American and it all sounds and looks the same to us. But there are really 4 countries that make up the United Kingdom. Although, to my understanding, the United Kingdom is not quite as united as it used to be. Like all of the countries pretty much operate independently now. I live in west central Indiana, Kim. Not too far away from Illinois. Northeast. No. Northwest of Indianapolis. Yeah, I'm not quite convinced we're going to get to 500,000. Although there is an awfully good bit of field left. And it looks like I might have to go get my truck and trailer. That just makes it better, dude. If your daughter picked it, that's good enough for me. That's brilliant. Yeah, Brandon, don't share too much online. You know, we're all friends in here, but we don't really know each other in here. So, um, stay safe, my man. Your parents wouldn't want you doing that. So, but yeah, I'm about 40 miles from Indianapolis. What's up, G? How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. Glad to have you back. So I should ask you guys. I mean, everybody here is obviously they like farm sim for different reasons. You know, we're all unique. We're all individuals. We all have different things we get out of the game. What is your style of farming? Are you old school? Do you like the big machines? Do you like small maps? Do you like European maps? Do you like American maps? What is it about? What is it about farm sim that turns your crank, as it were? I like a nice combination. Sometimes I like to play big and unrealistic. Other times I want it to be more old school. I'm really actually enjoying Chelatin Valley starting off survival. It's going to be a hard one, too. Hard economic difficulty, no money, $290,000 hospital bills. And it's going to be quite the challenge. But, you know, when you start like that, and when you finally get done, if you succeed, it makes the success that much better. Oh, that makes sense, shaming man. Raising canes before, Brandon. You mean like sugar cane, or are you talking about just the phrase raising cane? Because I most assuredly have heard the phrase raising cane. But you know, I have never farmed sugar cane. I'm about to change that. On Pirates Bay Farm, sugar cane's coming because I'm gonna make rum. But the phrase raising cane, yes, I've heard that many a time. Oh no, never heard of a food place called Raising Canes. I'm not sure what I've got the setting at, Shaming Man. He might not be able to link it in chat here, but I'm not entirely sure. He's welcome to. Just to keep the spammers out, you know. I'll take the chicken. I love a good, well-cooked chicken. Fried, baked, or otherwise. In fact, I could argue chicken is probably my favorite meat. There was one of the guys in the early days of the Facebook YouTube group, Farming Simulator YouTube community, Shaming Man, that is a chef somewhere, and I, for the life of me, can't remember who it was. And I thought I knew at one point, and then I was talking to the wrong person. They're like, no, that's not me. So, have you been watching the movie Aliens, Kim or Brandon? If not, I don't recommend it when your stomach feels that way. Yeah, I want to say I looked you up on Facebook one time. You work at a place that's like it's kind of a touristy destination. It looked really amazing, like somewhere that would just be fantastic to visit sometime. Yeah, see, I didn't want to call you out and say it was you when I was when I'd already been a fool and thought it was somebody else. But yeah, the stuff I saw was just amazing, absolutely amazing. You know, like a bakery, restaurant. Um, I can't remember exactly. It's been too long. That keeps picking up. We're pushing the 20 mark. I saw us hit 20 once, and then we've dropped back down again. Oh, I live for movies, Brandon. Movies are one of my favorite things on the planet. Not surprising that I'm enjoying being a content creator so much because movies were that one thing I always wanted to be involved in. Yep, Facebook stalking. Well, to be fair, it was just there and I just clicked on something that popped up on my screen, so it's not like I went and tracked him down or anything. Yeah, that was it. The windmills. I remember that now. 3 windmills left over from the 1500s. Oh, absolutely, Brandon. Please follow me on Facebook. That's the whole point. Yeah, there's a link to my Facebook page right on my YouTube homepage, lower right hand corner of the banner, or look at the About section of my YouTube, and that'll take you right to my Facebook page. We are not quite going to get to 500,000 liters of carrots, but we're not far off. All right, who said 488,000 liters? Anyone? Anyone? Bueller? Bueller? Who said 488,000? Least. Let's get rid of this carrot header. And where was our carrot sale point? Oh, Honest Newalls. Well. Oh, but I could also go to Wacky Doo Ranch. They've got the same price as Newalls. Honest Newall is right there. Where's the Wacky Doo Ranch? Way up north. Newall is our man. And I'm not even going to unload. Oh, I know, Matt. I know nobody said that. I was just giving them the opportunity to claim it. Well, whoever said 470,000, they were pretty darn close. That's awesome. Coming into your streams just for the cooking tips. I'll have to come into the stream for that. I love cooking. It's one of my favorite hobbies, and I don't get to do it as much as I used to. Avatar 0303, thanks, man. I very much appreciate that. I was telling everybody today, just about 15 minutes before I started the stream tonight, I got my 800th sub. Just rolled up to 800 tonight. No more than 15 minutes before the stream started. I was extremely excited about that. And I can't thank you guys enough for all the support. It's amazing. And the channel is growing very, very well. I never expected it to take off quite as fast as it has, but it's just been amazing. Absolutely outstanding. See if I can dump these right here. Will it do it? Nope. Now I've got myself wedged in. Is it really going to make me go back and find a trailer? Hey, thanks, Sharko. Thanks, man. Yep, it's really going to make me go put these in a trailer. That's true. That's true. I see a lot of truth here right now. It's no fun cooking for one. That's exactly why I don't cook as much as I used to. It's just not as pleasurable just to cook for myself. And farmers are always hungry. Yes, absolutely. Will this does this have a pipe setting adjustment? It doesn't appear to. Nope. It's alright, I'm already back. Just slap this in a trailer. I see 20. We've got 20. We're still trying to hit that 30 mark, though. But 20 is outstanding. Very nice, everyone. Welcome to Harv's World. It's all right. Beck's trailer will handle this, plus about 700 or 7 million liters more. Oh, very cool, Kim or Brandon. Thank you. Appreciate that. I will check that out as soon as I'm done here tonight. I am the worst at social media, and I will be the first one to admit it. I try hard, but I'm old. That's the only excuse I've got. Social media and I don't get along very well. In fact, most of the time I just want to yell at it and go, why aren't you doing what I want you to do? Actually, I can't use this tractor either. Very good, Sharko. We'll have to discuss that again here soon. Has anybody heard from Caveman at all? Like when he was planning to come back or anything like that? Hey, I've been doing a pretty good job tonight, Brandon. I keep trying to call you Kim, and then I catch myself and say Brandon, so. Got to make sure to show off the Harv's World trailer there. Courtesy of Beck's Modding. Thank you, Bex. I don't think you'll ever see this, but Beck's Modding gave these trailers to Harv's World. Very, very kind of her. Yeah, I chatted with him for just a minute and didn't think to ask when he was returning. Well, that's okay. I was just curious. I hope he stays for a good long time and has fun till his daddy takes the T-Bird away. Harv? There's a program for this. Get with it. Alright, here we go. $736,251 for those carrots. This may not be $1 million stream. That is a bit of an oxymoron. I'm going to go kill a bunch of people. And then I'm going to go farming. Not an oxymoron, but a contradiction. I do the same thing except with Assassin's Creed. I love the Assassin's Creed games. They're so well done. And you get a nice little taste of history at the same time. Hey, I'm trying to mate a case tractor with a Peterbilt truck. It's not working out so well, though. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Harvest. It's time for a wheat harvest. Consoles have ATVs on FS19 now? Is that what you're saying, Brandon? I'm pretty sure they won't make John Deere offspring. I've had them genetically altered to prevent that from happening. They're fully dependent on getting their lysine from me to make sure that they can even survive. John Deere 4440, welcome to the stream. Do I mod? No. Have I done some of my own alterations and such? Yes, but usually with guidance from my friend Caveman, who I would call a modder, and plenty of other fine folks who know about 10,000 times more than I do. I know enough to be dangerous. You were mowing grass and it came out white? That almost sounds like a texture problem. Yes, occasionally John Deere 4440, I do edit mods from time to time to suit whatever purpose I need them to suit. I'm not going to say I know everything I should know about it, but I have edited XML files from time to time. Like, I can change a trailer capacity. I have converted, what did I convert? I converted a fertilizer cell point into, no, it was a fertilizer storage into a farm silo, multi-fruit silo. I've added base game colors to a truck that did not have them, so that when you buy it in the shop you had a bigger color palette to choose from. Little things like that, nothing major. Oh, Oak Hill, you mow grass, you get straw. That's interesting. Is that intentional or is that an error? Oh, and I know just enough about taking things into Giant's editor that I can delete things from time to time. Oh yeah, John Deere, that is way beyond my abilities, man. I'll tell you what, if you wanted to join my Discord, I could point you in the direction of some folks that could help you out with that. There are a lot of good modders out there who are more than willing to help new people with their modding questions. I mean, there's a lot of them. So, I can't think of them off the top of my head, but they are in my Discord. So I could definitely get you to someone who could probably answer your questions for you and get you sorted out, JD. Bex modding. I'm in her Discord, and I was just showing off this trailer over here that she made for me. Well, she has the trailer. She added my logo to it is what she did, but she did make this trailer over here. At least did some major edits on it. She knows a lot about modding, and then there's others who do also, but yeah, you know, there's plenty of modding communities out there that are very welcoming and would be more than happy to help you out. So that's definitely where you're going to want to go. I would just get you into trouble. And that's the truth of it. See, like that. Like, you know, I just crashed my tractor right into the harvester instead of emptying the harvester that I was trying to do. And I'm nowhere close. That's true, Shamey Man. She is a very nice person. Just don't ever make her angry. If you treat her well, she will treat you well. But if you don't, watch it. She has a low tolerance for fools. Hey DJ, how you been, man? Haven't seen you around in a little bit. Nice of you to drop by. Well, Matt here's been missing you. Well, I would have been happy to do that, but I was already in the tractor, so oh well. Well, don't tell everybody, Brandon. They'll want one. No, that's not good. If you find a cockroach in your house, you need to kill it and get an exterminator to come in as soon as possible, because those things breed like crazy. You have one, you're going to have a whole lot more. And they're disgusting little vermin. I know because I grew up in a house that was infested with cockroaches. Star Citizen, I've heard of that, but I've never really looked into it. I know when the house that I grew up in, at least the first 8 or 9 years of my life, my parents owned, had an apartment upstairs that my parents would rent to help with the house payment, of course. Well, unfortunately, when you rent to people, sometimes they bring unexpected company with them in the form of cockroaches. So we did battle with cockroaches for years and years. All right, no more talking about cockroaches. You were a lucky man, dude. Yeah, we're gonna do away with the insect conversation. That's yeah. Now the only reason I even planted wheat in these two fields was because I wanted the straw to get ready for the cattle. And then I've got open fields, so I need to figure out what I'm going to plant in those fields. And of course, I'm going to be taking recommendations from you fine folks. And I'll even take recommendations from Matt. Although it sounds like I need to replant my clover field now. I'm going to have all these fields harvested. They all need to be replanted, so I'm going to take recommendations like I have in the past with what crops I should put in. Although I was saying it looks like I might have to put clover back in one of these fields because they're telling me that for cattle on these maps I need clover, so that might have to be an option. For 1,000 subs, I have been giving that some thought because I did one for 100 and I did one for 500. I really should do something for 1,000, but I don't know what it's going to be yet. I have been thinking about it, I just haven't really come up with anything I like yet. But I will, one way or another. With a little bit of luck, it won't be too far off. The way things could be going, or the way things have been going, I would expect sometime within the next 6 to 8 weeks, knock on wood, that the 1,000 mark should be broken. Which I don't think is too shabby. I think I will make 1,000 within about a 9-month period, so fingers crossed. I don't want to get cocky, I don't want to get arrogant, but I am looking forward to that big milestone. That's the big one. Several people are approaching that at this point too, that have been working hard for a long time, so kudos to them also, absolutely. And I don't know how many of you were here last week, but I want everybody right now to give it up for Shaming Man. Because he told us last week that he has been doing battle with alcohol, and that he had been sober for, what was it, 4 months, bud? Something like 4 months. So give it up for him, and doing some amazing things there. That is a real battle, a real struggle that people have to cope with every day, and he's fighting the good fight. So give it up for Shaming Man. Very impressed. Very, very impressed with that. It's way more important than any silly Harv's World YouTube channel. Seriously. Oh, so close. Outstanding, man. That is absolutely outstanding. And I'm genuinely impressed. I really, really am. Good job, dude. I'm not sure. Did the TNT maps come out for console? The TNT modding maps like Bucks County, Blue Mountain Valley, what was the other one? Eureka? Oh, Eureka Farms definitely did. Wow, cigarettes and alcohol at the same time. Dude, you have the willpower of Hercules. Oh my gosh. You really like to challenge yourself. Yeah, I have not had a cigarette in 2 weeks now, so still vaping, but no cigarettes in 2 weeks. Yeah, if you've never smoked, please don't do it ever. And because you'll never know just how strong a monkey that can be on your back. There have actually been studies that rate nicotine and cigarette addiction on par with a heroin addiction. You know, it just seems like an obnoxious thing that some people decide to do. Well, no, it's much deeper, much worse than that. So stay healthy. Don't pick up any of those bad habits because they are so hard to get rid of, and they are very damaging. So well, to some degree that's true, Joe, but I will always argue that while not healthy, vaping is a much healthier alternative to smoking. I can physically feel the difference. That's exactly right, Matt. It is a King Kong sized gorilla on your back. No, I'm not going to say vaping is healthy, but I personally believe it is a much healthier alternative to smoking. And I always feel much better physically when I vape instead of smoke. But kids, listen to your mothers and don't do either. Because frankly, it's not all it's cracked up to be. Yeah, and I'll tell you, Joe, it's not the same as a cigarette either. And I only say that because cigarettes are way better than any vape I ever tasted. But um, neither one is good for you. But vaping definitely makes me feel better. Yeah, that's right. I can give up the alcohol, I can give up the cigarettes, but don't make me give up Farm Sim. I can't do it. Look, there's a brand new mod to test. I've got to get back in the game. There's a new mod that I have to test. Don't make me give up Farm Sim. A cigar is not a cigarette, Kim. They're similar. They're both made with tobacco, but cigars are made differently than cigarettes. They're much more intense. They create a lot more smoke. They smell a lot worse, in my opinion. Oh, I'm sure there's a psychological aspect of vaping. I actually, when I was in college, worked in the psychology lab, and they were doing an experiment on smoking and just how much the actual physical habit of smoking, not just the nicotine addiction, but the physical habit, affected you. And you know, just because you have a routine and you go through that time and time again every day, and then when you do that for years, you know, just the act, not even smoking the cigarette, but the act of lighting a cigarette has become so second nature and natural to you that you miss doing those little things. A cigar is bad, definitely bad. The difference between a cigar and a cigarette mostly is that a cigar you don't inhale. You don't draw the smoke into your lungs because it's too harsh. You just take it into your mouth and swirl it around so you can taste the cigar, and then you blow it back out. Same with the pipe. You don't inhale pipe smoke either. Cigarettes are intended to be inhaled into the lungs. And we're not even going beyond that. Because we ain't just talking about tobacco here. 209 fields. The mod site to find this map or any CAS 64 map is Papa Smurf Modding. Yeah, understandable, Kim. Or Brandon, I'm sorry. And then we'll see you back in about 20-30 minutes. You know I have to tease you about that a little bit at this point, right? But yeah, CAS 64 maps are all on Papa Smurf Modding. No worries, George. Welcome back, man. As always, glad to have you. Oh, we're rapidly approaching the witching hour of 10 p.m. Yeah, we don't have quite the numbers tonight that we've had in the past, but it has been a little more casual. And we're hanging in there, so I'll keep going for a while. Well, yeah, Sharko, 209 to be exact, apparently. Yeah, we'll say 10:30. I'm not necessarily committed to that, but I don't know. We'll play it by ear. I think 10:30, at least for now, is a good target. Let's see, how many are on this? 93, 100 and... looks like 108. 108 fields on this map. Well, I don't own all 108, George. There's just 108 fields available on the map. Now, different people set different goals for themselves. Some people actually genuinely do try to buy every field on the map. That's kind of their goal. For me, it's just building a farm that can take care of its own business. Oh. That takes care of every single one of my fields. They've all been harvested. And I've got 250,000 liters of straw. It's only a 1x map, Sharko. Well, you should have some kind of virus protection on your computer that will tell you if you're downloading something malicious. That's what I would expect to see anyway. Let's start dumping this straw out, shall we? It's not even halfway done, and I'm stuck. Oh, I see what I'm hanging up on. We always get good people, Shamey Man. Thank you. Always a good group. And yes, there is a method to my madness. I wish this thing would empty directly into the silo, but it won't. Which is one minor flaw. See, I can back right up, it won't empty. So I have to empty this all out and then pick it all up. It's, well, so far it's about 100,000 liters. There we go. That's 250,000 liters of straw sitting in the farmyard. But see, now what I can do is grab this tractor. Oh no, I've got way better than a conveyor belt. You're going to love this. Woo! The milling machine from hell. Quarter of a million liters of straw is nothing to the bunker buster. Slurps it up like a spaghetti noodle. All right, Brandon. Have a good night, bud. Take care. So much for all that straw. Courtesy of the one and only Beck's Modding. No, I'm afraid not, Brandon. That's a PC only thing, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, well, every once in a while you got to play with crazy mods just because you can. And this is one of them that I personally get a kick out of. There we go. Straw in the silo. Nah, this trailer will hold 7 million liters. Also courtesy of Beck's Modding. Beck's doesn't do anything small. Beck's does not do small when it comes to her mods. Not at all. Okay, where are we at? Where are we at? What are we doing? I need to go grab this tractor. The trailer of justice. Will do, Kim. Thanks, man. Thanks for spending so much time here tonight. I appreciate you dropping in. Take care, bud. I need to get a trailer this size that'll hold about 1 million liters, and then I wouldn't have to have this little trailer chain. But I guess I should maintain some semblance of realism here. I did get almost 65,000 liters of wheat off those fields. But y'all also wanted ducks. So we're going to have to talk about ducks here too. Oh, maybe it's the ducks that... Oh, man, I sold all those carrots, and I'll bet the ducks would need carrots. I'm almost sure ducks need carrots. Oops. All right, bud. Have a good night. That's right, Marilyn. The vacuums suck. We could just call it the bunker sucker. Sure. Go ahead and do a poll, Shorko. Be my guest. This is what I need to do. I need to buy one duck. That way I can see what these animals need. I'll bet I sold all those carrots though, and hello, ducky. Do you eat carrots? I'll bet you do. Alright, take care, bud. Thanks for stopping in, Shaming Man. Appreciate you being here. We will catch you later. And I should get one cow just to see what it's going to take for cows. And I like the black and white cows. And it's my farm. So, okay. Cows. Total mixed ration. Silage, hay, clover, or hay pellets. Nope. Total mixed ration will give me 100% effectiveness. That's all I need is total mixed ration. So, all they're getting is total mixed ration. Done. Wheat, barley, rye, or clover. Sunflowers, corn, and canola. Sugar beet, carrot, and potatoes. Yep, I knew that carrots are 10%. And probably the only thing I have now is... No, I've got corn. Good, I've got corn and I've got plenty of wheat. So we can get ducks going. That's what I'm going to focus on right now. Getting the ducks going. You be quiet. No I don't. I can make TMR with my TMR mixers without clover. See, all I need is silage and it will start cranking out total mixed ration. It's hay, clover hay, or dry alfalfa, one of the three. But it doesn't have to be clover hay. Total mixed ration, 100% effectiveness. And over here it said we're going to go look again just to appease Sharko. Silage, straw, and either hay, clover hay, or dry alfalfa. One of the three. The output will be total mixed ration. So all I need is for my silage to get done. And how far along is my silage at this point? Let's go look. %. But what I'm going to focus on... Nope, I'm not, because I don't have a water... Yeah, wait, I do have a water trailer. Never mind. How many ducks should I buy? Everybody, I'm polling you now. I can have up to 450. And how many of each color? Because there's white ducks, brown ducks, and black ducks. Remember, if you want your chickens or ducks to reproduce, they have to be the same color. Which seems ridiculous when you think about it, but it's the way Farm Sim manages animals without giving them separate names. Just fill it up and pay for all the ducks and not even worry about 150 of each. 450. Two people say 450. Well, if I'm going to fill it up, I don't have to worry about the breeding, so I can mix and match colors all I want to. So that's 150 white. Oh, absolutely. It's a lifesaver from having to click that button 450 times. I am starting with at least 20 of each color. Sorry, Marilyn, I was already buying them by the time you said something. Well, I am going to have the dude come over and fix my tractor, apparently, because I can't drive it. Install water for the animals, but I at least need to get some water working in there. Now, do I have a water tank on this farm? Can I fill up in the creek? I suppose I should place a water point on the farm anyway. Let's get water here. There we go. Water standpipe. And we'll just plop that in Oh, right there. Oh, I'll bet they would be duck eggs. And you had ducks on your farm in Scotland. That would be fantastic. Well, this fills up a lot faster with water than it did with diesel fuel. I don't know if you guys remember that or not, but man, that took for bloody ever. The question is how much water is 450 ducks going to take? I would expect that many ducks to take a lot of water. Maryland. All right, George, man. Thanks for coming in. It was good meeting you. Good talking to you tonight. I really appreciate you being here. Until next time, bud. All right, I'm going to fill one of these with corn, and I'm going to fill the other one with wheat, and I hope I don't need a third. Too many crops. Yeah, we'll get 90% effectiveness out of them. I can tell you right here and now, I'm going to be buying some of those egg crates, egg pallets, whatever you want to call them. Where is their food? It's over here on this side, okay? Oh, they did not take it all. I was starting to think they were going to. Maryland, I'm already quackers. And I just got these ducks. Alright, well, I guess at some point I'm going to have to plant more carrots, but I'm not going to do it now. The ducks are well fed. They should be at 90% productivity. The next thing I need to do is get some egg pallets. I am going to show you guys one of the most helpful mods if you are raising sheep, or if you are raising chickens, or if you're on a map like this and you've got ducks that produce eggs. I'm going to show you something semi-miraculous. The first one is the store delivery mod, so that whatever you buy from the store comes directly to your farm. But then if you go into pallets, there is a mod that has reusable pallets. And there's one especially for eggs. There's also one for wool, one for other bulk items like liquids. Lots and lots of different uses. But I'm going to buy about 4 of these egg pallets here. And I'm going to get the clear ones. Come right to the farm, and these are even movable without any kind of a strength bonus. When they're empty, you can just pick them up and move them around. So what happens is, if you've never used them before, instead of having individual egg boxes laying all over the place, the egg boxes will be deposited in these pallets. Then you can just move the whole pallet and sell all of your eggs at one time, which is absolutely brilliant. There are a few of these mods out here. I like this one the best just because it has the most versatility. It's got more to it. Some of them are just specifically for eggs, but this one you can use for a bunch of different animals. So there we go. We have got ducks. And at this point, we are fast approaching 10:30. I think I am going to call that the witching hour. We've got just a few minutes left. We can do Q&A. You can ask me questions. I can do something. If you want to see me do something weird, funky, or strange, I will be happy to jump in a truck or a tractor or whatever. That's kind of what we did last time with the Deathmobile Nova. We could take the Harv Mobile out for a spin. Whatever you find, ladies and gentlemen, would like to see, because we kind of done it all. We planted corn, we bought our ducks, harvested a lot of wheat, harvested a metric ton of carrots, made some good money, although we did not hit the $1 million mark this stream. But hey, it was still $750,000. It's nothing to sneeze at. We can just stand here and watch ducks for the next 5 minutes. I don't think I have a Studebaker. Pretty sure I don't have a Studebaker. Nope, no Studebakers. I actually don't have many mods installed on this playthrough, believe it or not. Just a few here and there that I think will be useful. But not really all that many. I could advance time and suck all the silage out of the bunker silo. Yeah, this pickup's not bad. It's a little bit squirrely in the rear end. It's a little bit light in the tail, but it's pretty nice. This will always be my favorite. The Harv Mobile. I wonder if I should install the mod that has my Jolly Roger pirate flag. Oh, that's something I could have told John Deere earlier. I have replaced stickers on certain mods like the Harv Mobile. Yeah, whoever did this Apache really did a great job on it. They really, really did. And I'm so glad that they put a sticker on it that I could go in and replace with my own. Because that was very helpful. And everybody's gotten so quiet now. I'd threatened to sing you a song, but you'd never come back after that, and we don't want that. We definitely want you to come back often. I could drive the Peterbilt around. This is one of my favorite mods. And I use it frequently on Off the Grid. Well, on that note, there's not enough time to really get started on another job. We are awfully close to quitting time anyway. So I think I'm going to call it right here. It's been fun. Everybody's been great tonight. I really appreciate you being here. I can't thank you enough for sharing this little bit of adventure with me. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. Don't forget to hit the like button if you haven't already. It really does help quite a bit. And as I always say, I really appreciate you coming along for the ride. And until next time, take care.